Did you know that you can create homemade napalm with styrofoam and gasoline?
Okay, video is rolling. We're gonna go C19, final speech, take one, medium angle. And Sean, whenever you're ready, you can start and we'll go. I had written this very basic story about a guy having a Halloween party at his house and mayhem ensues.
Trick or treat!
Hey, well, what do we have here?
When it comes to influences, I like all kinds of horror movies, but I think creatively I kind of lean towards the classics. Things that could be kind of considered more thrillers than horror, and I think when you watch the movie it's very much obvious that that's the vein it's supposed to be in.
These goddamn kids. They'll do anything for Halloween.
I purposely kept it all simple because I knew it would be a low budget thing.
I knew I wanted to do it in like something 2 days, 3 days maybe, keep it one location, and I kind of wrote the story backwards.
So the filming process was over 2 nights at our producer Corinne's house.
In 6, take 1.
All right, we're gonna close the door and then we're gonna action, so.
We had access to her house, thank you. She let us take it over. We turned her husband's drone room into a murder room for a while. It was a great idea.
So you'll come straight over here, set her glass down, and fill it up while you're standing over her, kind of like a...
So I'll come like right here?
Yeah, perfect right there. Ben is a firefighter, and everyone knows who he is, but he's very enigmatic. He's kind of OCD. He's got these little quirks and traits that they're subtle, but they're there. Funny enough, Sean Gloria was the 3rd person cast to play the part of Ben. Our audition process, we asked everyone to send a video audition. There's a part in the script where he talks about people being burned alive on Halloween night. I felt that A, that was one of the most important parts of the movie, and B, it's a huge monologue, so if they can pull that off, they can get the rest of it.
Samhain, which is actually pronounced Samhain, but most Americans are phonetically challenged.
So we got responses back and none of them were really hitting the mark. Didn't seem to really get the role. But we got Sean's back, and in the script it just says shrug right after he says that line. It doesn't describe the shrug. It doesn't say like what his facial expression should be. And I did that on purpose because I wanted to see if anyone would get it. Because he's supposed to get kind of like a sick pleasure out of talking about this really morbid stuff. And Sean was the only person to get to that part in the video audition and get it.
And they would have huge feasts, fire rituals, and sacrifices to the gods. Burning people alive.
As soon as he did that, immediately I was like, that's our guy. That's our guy.
Scene 8, Judith, take 3.
My name is Danny Kayoka. I run Gulf Sound Productions. I was the lead sound designer for killDevil Films' Halloween Party. Doing sound design for Halloween Party was really fun. I kind of had to do all the audio, so I took control of all the different facets. Sound design has a very crucial role that it plays in film. Any sound that you heard in the movie was created after the film was shot in post-production.
Well, I hate to disturb you this evening, but we've had something serious happen in the neighborhood, and we're doing house to house. Can we come in for a minute?
He sent me the script, I read it, and right away I really did like the role, the script itself. So there was a role that I thought I would be good for, a cop role. I've actually played those type of roles before. There was a Midwestern vibe to the character that he was looking for.
It should only take a minute. Have you had anything strange happen tonight? In the past hour or so?
That in the script, he comes in to interrogate and investigate this young guy, and he knows him. So I definitely wanted to bring that across, that I don't really think this guy did anything, but it was more of a formality for my younger rookie cop with me.
I think it helps that I've been playing music and producing music for so long, and so as Thomas, we can kind of see these projects when they're in their raw state and kind of see where it needs to go. I think that's why we work so good together. I saw his vision. I would come up to him and say, hey, this is what I think we should do sound-wise here. I don't know if that'll influence how you shoot the film or not.
That's good.
Sounds rolling, good and call it.
Scene 8, take 1.
Originally it was supposed to only be about 15 to 20 minutes, but because the story had twists, the story needed to breathe a little bit. Technically, you probably could tell that story in like 15 minutes, but it wouldn't. The pacing was very important. Like, these scenes kind of needed to sit here for a minute and build tension. And the characters needed to kind of have a backstory that you find out about as it goes along. And it needed atmosphere. You can pull all three things off in a one location setting as long as you tell it right.
There was some type of a domestic dispute. Husband and wife arguing. Things got heated. Boy, turned deadly.
Being an audio producer, I have a lot of opinions sometimes, and I wanted to make sure that I was able to express those, and I was, and it was easy to do and work with the cast.
Judith, talk.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Sure. Because I'm gonna change angles. So.
Oh, after that line?
Yeah, we're gonna cut. Danny, you rolling? All right, is everybody ready? Yeah. All right, you guys are having a good time. It's trick or treat time. All right, and action.
Let me know if this line is too bad, if it looks bad, because if it does, then you're gonna have to redo the whole thing.
I think one of the really cool things about Halloween Party was the way that people kind of came together to make the production happen.
We did have auditions for actors, but the crew was entirely friends and girlfriends and friends of girlfriends.
Everybody kind of went all hands on deck and went where it was needed.
Thomas Crane, very great guy to work with. He just kind of let you do your own thing, and then he would give you some, little throw in some things here and there that he might want you to do.
Working with Thomas is amazing. We've known each other for a while. We played music together.
Sean Gloria and George Diaz were probably a couple of the better actors I've ever worked with, so that helped me as far as my role. Acting is reacting, and that really worked.
We actually were featured at the Spooky Empire convention in Tampa, Florida in 2019. Got to meet a lot of great other filmmakers that weekend.
We have our Florida Spotlight. Halloween Party, Thomas Crane.
Somehow we ended up winning the Florida Spotlight Award, which was completely unexpected.
Thank you all for having us. As all you guys know, making these things is hard. And just getting it done is an accomplishment in itself. And that would not have been possible without Corinne, who is our producer, and her whole family helping. Thank you.
Some memorable moments, for sure, where there was the room and the script that described it, and the scene actually turned out dynamite. I thought really, really good. It chopped up body parts, pornographic pictures of women on the wall, candles burning, incense, from hanging from the ceiling.
I think my favorite scene to do was when he was opening up the suitcase, and we don't know what was in it.
We needed things from the 90s, so we needed VHS tapes and those old cordless phones.
But overall, it was a great experience to work on the film, and I was really happy the way it turned out. Had the opportunity to see it on the big screen, and it was really great to work on this project.
My name is Sean Gloria. I just auditioned for the part of Ben in Halloween Party.
For me, it's a blast. Couldn't get enough of it. I just wanted to keep going. I was hoping the movie was longer and that Thomas would be like, hey, this isn't right, so that I could go back and do it again.
Thanks to everyone who worked on the film, and couldn't have been done without everyone's hard work.